Legacy Maker, the All Sports Network.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Darrell Lawrence alongside Russ Televero. We are here live at the Siegel Center for some college basketball action, women's college basketball action, as the Dayton Flyers come into town to take on the VCU Rams. Big matchup today. VCU coming in here 18-6 on the season, 10-1 in the conference as they take on a 12-9 Dayton team. Now, last year Dayton was the team we saw at the top of the conference, but they're 7-3 in the conference. They're still in the mix. They're fourth in the conference right now. Russ, what are your thoughts coming into this big matchup tonight?
It's all about who can actually score on the other team's defense. Both these teams come in at top, like in the top 5 of conference rankings for defense and shooting percentage. VCU, if I remember correctly, they come in top overall in shooting offense, so they're probably more likely to get their offense going. But as we saw pregame, it doesn't look like Tara Reid is actually playing this game.
Yeah, that's a very interesting thing.
Their leading scorer may not be playing, but I don't really think that's going to be that much of a problem because VCU seems like it's a team. I feel like Naira Williams, their point guard, will really be able to be a floor general tonight and command that whole offense with or without Tara Reid. We'll find out for sure definitely if she's going to play, but even if she doesn't play, it's going to be noticeable for us at least for whether she's there or not.
Right, and she's definitely a facilitator, and Williams is, and so I'm pretty sure if they do the same thing that they did against the St. Louis team, they played a really good game against St. Louis. They stuck in there, but they were able to go in there and command things even without Tara Reid in the game. Well, I guess we're going to find out here as the broadcast and the starting lineups are about to go down. I'm Darrell Lawrence, Russ Televero, Legacy Maker Sports. Here comes the first quarter. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live at the Siegel Center for tonight's women's college basketball action as the Dayton Flyers come into town to take on the VCU Rams. I'm Darrell Lawrence, Legacy Maker Sports Network. Alongside me, Russ Telefero. Russ, how you feeling today, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good, Darrell. How you doing?
I am doing fantastic. Right now, the starting lineups are going down, but guess what? I'm going to give you a sneak peek of who's starting today for both teams. Starting for Dayton, number 1, Ariana Bradshaw, the redshirt sophomore guard, 5'6", from Boston, Massachusetts. Number 3, Brittany Ward, the redshirt junior guard, 6'1", from Indianapolis, Indiana. Number 23, Maddie Dennis, the senior forward, 6'2", from Australia. Number 24, Lauren Canatelli, the senior guard, 5'8", from Cincinnati, Ohio. And first team All Atlantic 10 at the beginning of the season, Jayla Scaife, junior guard, 5'10", from Muncie, Indiana. Starting for VCU, ladies and gentlemen, number 1, Taya Robinson, the sophomore, 5'10", guard from Richmond, Virginia. Then we got Madison Haddington Covington, the freshman guard, 5'10", from Killeen, Texas. Starting in the place of Tara Reid today. Sophia Pasha Grover, sophomore, 6'6", from Russia. Sydney Archie, sophomore, 5'10", forward from Richmond, Virginia. And number 32, Naira Williams, junior guard, 5'5", from Hampton, Virginia. Now, normally she's rocking that 34, but I guess the 32 today because of the beautiful gray and pink uniforms they had today in honor of breast cancer awareness.
Those are some nice uniforms. I got to point that out, Darrell.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game today. Like we mentioned, Tara Reid not playing today, and that's a very interesting thing. It looks like also Jalen Maddox, the junior, will not also be in the lineup today for VCU. So 2 huge players not playing for VCU today, but we got a good one happening here, Russ, as we're getting ready for the tip. How excited are you for this bad boy?
I'm pretty excited. Like, to see VCU play without Tara Reid is very interesting to me. They're the number 1 defense in the A-10. I don't think that's a stretch to say. The numbers back that up. Just throwing that out there for you stat people. But they truly have a chance to see if it's a team defense or a solo defense, and they just might have got lucky all year. I don't think they got lucky. I think they are truly a great team defense, and we're about to see it.
I will say this, Russ. I think that if they're anything like they played, like I said, they played the way they played against St. Louis when they didn't have Tara Reid, we're in for a good matchup today.
True. If they played like they did against Richmond last Saturday, they may look like they're keeping it close, but they can still pull away late. They have that late game ability to pull it off.
All right, the tip is off, and Pasha Grover knocks it straight on over to Coach Bethel Boyle and gets the game started that way. Dayton will take possession after the, I guess, on-ball turnover. That's how you started off.
I'm about to say, does that count as a turnover? I'm not sure if I've seen that before.
All right, so here we go. Robinson has the ball here for Dayton, gives it to Canatelli, one of the best players in the 18 with the scoop layup off the front of the rim. Rebound, Archie.
That was a good defense right there. They stuck through the screens, and Haddix Covington has the open layup.
Couldn't bring it in. Rebound, Robinson. Robinson pushing it up the floor. Both teams out and running here to start this one. Robinson driving towards the basket, kicks it out to Canatelli for three, and she bangs it in. 3-0 Dayton.
One of the best players in the conference. No surprise that. You leave her open, she's going to make the shot.
So Robinson has it, gives it over to Williams. Like I said, wearing that 32 today, just a little bit different. Not used to that. Haddix Covington has it, gives it over to Pasha Grover at the top of the key. Swings it to Robinson, who has it on the right wing, being guarded by Canatelli. That's going to be an interesting matchup today.
It is, but they're talking. So they're laying out what they're supposed to do. They're still saying team cover. Sorry.
Robinson inside, tried to get it to Archie. And Archie got it to Pasha Grover. The ball is stripped by Scaife. Scaife driving to the basket. She loses control, and looks like she's going to be fouled by Sydney Archie.
Good drive there. Good drive. VCU tried to get it in there down low. Couldn't really get a good shot, but they were trying to get it to Peshiger over there. But I like the attempt to get it to feed the big person down low.
So now we have Jayla Scaife Scaife coming to the line, junior guard from Muncie, Indiana. This young lady can do it all. She can shoot the three. She can drive to the basket. If I had to give you an equivalent, she reminds me maybe an A-10 standards to maybe like a Maya Moore. She can slash. She can do it all.
Second team all preseason A-10. So you can't forget that. Dayton has weapons, so VCU will be tested today without Reed.
So 5-0 for Dayton, and Dayton is looking pretty good so far to start this. And if you're VCU, you just want to calm it down a little bit and get into your game.
I don't think VCU's worried. They, like I said, they're the #1 shooting offense in the conference, so they know where their shots are coming from. And they know how to take good ones.
Williams pump fake, gets it inside to Archie, trying to make a move to the inside. She'll miss off the front of the rim. Rebound, Dennis up to Robinson. Now Scaife has it. Being guarded by Robinson over to Dennis. Maddie Dennis being guarded by Pasha Grover. And now Robinson takes it to slow it down. Dayton up early, 5-0. 8 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock. Scaife in the inside. Misses off the front of the rim. Pasha Grover battling down low with Ward. And it looks like it will be heading to VCU.
Dayton's playing good defense down low in the middle. So VCU's trying to feed it down there to whoever's available. But Dayton's swarming down there to get their defenders around whoever's got the ball. So they're doing a good job down low, but that seems to be the early VCU plan to feed the low post right now.
Haddix Covington hands it off. Pasha Grover, a little bit of a pick there on Dennis. Hands it over to Robinson. Robinson to Archie. Little Richmond connection going on there. Haddix Covington back to Robinson. Robinson's going to be huge tonight for this team if they want to win this game. Second in the team in scoring. Give it to Archie in the inside. Lost control of it. Charging foul.
VCU's struggling right now to get off to a start, but I still think they have cooler heads will prevail. VCU, like I said, they know their shots and they can make the good ones and take the good ones.
So 5-0. And we have our first substitution of the day as we have Maleshka coming in the game for Archie. Maleshka's very dangerous from the outside. From the outside. I mean, if you want somebody, she can do a little bit of everything. Very unique defensive stance, though. That's the one thing that always, she kind of keeps her hands kind of low towards the defender's hands, but very unique defensive strategy by Maleshka.
That could be a sign that she likes to try and pick the pockets there a little bit. She's keeping her hands towards the hand.
5-0, Dayton up, 7 minutes and 28 seconds on the clock. Robinson at the top of the key here for Dayton. Being guarded by Williams. Robinson. Pasha Grover stepped up on that one. Scoop layup, no good. Rebound, Maleshka. Robinson up the floor here. Taking it, being guarded by Bradshaw. And there's a foul. She's going to head to the line.
And one there. Very good drive there. She took control of the ball, went straight into the paint, tried to make her own shot.
And we have a substitution here. First substitution for Dayton as Kayla Whitehead, the freshman from Pickerington, Ohio, 6'2", will come into the game. The one thing I've always said about this Dayton team, very tall, very athletic. 6'1", 6'2", 6'1", 6'2". That's all you see on this list over here.
Very true. Not to be missed as well, Pastor Grover came out too. Hammond came in for them too.
So Hammond, number 1 in the A-10 in field goal percentage. She'll be somebody to watch out for. 6'4" from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Maleshka over in the corner to Haddix Covington for 3. And it's off the back of the rim. Rebound by Canatelli.
She was making that shot against Richmond Saturday, so we'll look to see if she can get her three-point stroke going.
Canatelli step back 3, bangs it in. Number 2 for Canatelli. She's got 6.
That is a baller right there, ladies and gentlemen. Canatelli will not be ignored. She's going to make her mark on this game for sure.
Canatelli is very dangerous from the outside. If you're VCU, you got to find a way to contain her. Inside to Hammond. Hammond, great defense here by Dennis. They kick it back out to Robinson. Robinson over to Haddix coming to the top of the key. And now Robinson has it back on the right wing. Maleshka, jump shot, baseline. Off the side of the rim, rebound Bradshaw. I apologize, I was calling her Robinson earlier, but Bradshaw with the rebound. Scaife, jump shot. Nice hands there by Hammond. Ball's loose, and that goes towards Coach O'Boyle. And out of bounds.
Dayton with the hustle trying to get the rebound. Can't do anything but appreciate that.
Good hustle there, as we got Petrova coming in the game for Williams. Also heading in the game is Jenna Galoni, who will come in here for Dayton. Now, Galoni is she can hit the 3, so she'll be another person you got to watch out for three-point line.
But VCU is a top 1, I want to say, in the whole nation at three-point percentage.
Yes.
So I don't think that's going to make a much difference against them. So we'll see how her shot affects the game.
Maleshka trying to get it inside to Hammond, and there's a traveling violation.
Definitely a different game without Reed here. VCU down 8-2 halfway through the first quarter. You can tell they're figuring out how to play with Reed.
Definitely a difference. There's definitely a different feel right now for this VCU team.
Last thing they needed is Canatelli to come out and like she did now without Reed.
And there's a traveling on Scaife.
Back-to-back turnovers.
And so VCU will take over 5 minutes and 27 seconds on the clock here. 8-2. Dayton up here early at the Siegel Center.
I was looking forward to that battle of 24s today, though. I got to be honest. A battle of 24s. Tara Reed and Canatelli, 2 of the best players in the A-10 for
yeah,
sure.
It definitely would have been something to see. But there's a lot of talent on this floor today.
Oh, no doubt. A lot of Richmond talent on the floor.
Yeah, most definitely. Haddix Covington has it on the left wing, and we have a foul.
Off the ball foul on who?
And I think that's on Dennis. They're going to call that one against Maddie Dennis, and that should be her first personal foul. As she will come out, and it looks like they may have brought
Naira Williams back in.
Yeah, Naira Williams is back in for VCU, and they brought in Wilmuth, another tall player, 6'3".
Yeah.
A lot of height on this Dayton team. They're going to be a team to really watch out when it comes tournament time. They were the number 1 seed last year. They lost to a very tough George Washington team last year, who ended up winning the tournament.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with losing to the eventual champion. You
That's
don't want
true.
to lose at all, but if you lose to the eventual champion, it shows a little bit more merit in there.
And Robinson gets it after a Dayton turnover. Now has the ball here for VCU. Now taking her time, backing it up, calling out direction here for the Rams. Down by 6 early in this first quarter. 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Petrova, a little bit, swings it over to Robinson. Robinson on the left wing, back to Petrova at the top of the key. Gets it inside to Hammond. Hammond, little up and under with the left hand hook, and you can count it.
Very good shot there. Hammond working the down low defense and getting her shot there to fall.
Danielle Hammond, who is probably the best 6 man in the A-10. I mean, she'll come off the bench. Her and Pasha Grover work well together in the inside. They do such a great job of working together. Pasha Grover brings that height and scares you just a little bit, and then Danielle Hammond's that scorer.
If anything, they remind me of the Lopez brothers when they were in college. You know how you had Robin was the defensive one like Pescigarova, and then Brooke was the offensive one like Hammond.
Exactly.
They work perfectly well together, whether they're on the floor at the same time or not. They just mesh together like nothing else.
Exactly, and that's exactly what Coach O'Boyle told us in the last game. That's what she loves. You know, they just when she called it her Rocky tandem. You got your Apollo Creed from Philadelphia and Hammond, and then you got your Russian.
Ivan Drago.
Yeah, and then you got your Russian coming in and handling business. So we're at the timeout. 8-4. Dayton up 4 minutes and 24 seconds on the clock here in the first period. All right, we are back from the timeout here. Dayton up 8-4 over VCU, 4 minutes and 24 seconds. On the floor for VCU is Hammond, Maleshka, Petrova, Williams, and Haddix Covington. On the floor for Dayton, number 4, Shaquila Fowler making her way, the junior from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We got Lauren Canatelli in the game, and then we got Geloni. And we also have Whitehead, and last but not least, Miss Jordan Wilmoth. She is also in the game right now as Hammond knocks it down. 8-5. VCU slowly crawling back into this one.
Let's see if they can actually come back and take this game a little bit closer. Their offensive strategy so far seems to be to feed the low post, but look for outside shots that may be open. It's not working so well, but they're staying close. That's what VCU does. They get close until they pull away. Whitehead
swings it over to Fowler for 3 off the back of the rim. Rebound by Whitehead. And they're going to say this one, I believe they're going to say that's on the floor. Little discussion on that one. And Dayton will take it out into the basket. Jaconi looking to try to get it in here. Finds Wilmoth, the 6'3" forward, and misses all rim on that one. She's from
on that one.
Chestnut Ridge, New York.
It's not New Jersey, but it's close.
8-5. Dayton up 3 minutes and 56 seconds on the clock here in this first period. A-10 Coach of the Year last year. Resides, ladies and gentlemen, in the A-10. In Dayton.
Well, not to cut any slack, VCU's coach is very well herself, too. So, two very well coached teams here.
These two have really grown here in the last few years. And Coach Green, like I said, third season, has done wonderful things here. But Coach Boyle started this program pretty much, they were in a bad spot. And now they really have grown tremendously.
They're contenders every year. How strong is a contender depends on how well the players are playing together, what kind of streak, how they're feeling. But they are a contender every year going into the season, no doubt. And with Tara Reid still just a sophomore, even though she's not playing this game, she'll definitely be back next year and hopefully her senior year as well, and keep this team strong.
They have no seniors. That's what makes VCU so intriguing.
No.
They have no seniors.
No seniors, and yet they're the number 1 team in the conference right now.
Yes,
it's amazing.
And I think they it's very light on juniors too. So they have got 2 or 3 juniors, and that's it. It's freshman and sophomore for the most part. And here comes Fowler up the court, gives it to Scaife, and she misses the side of the backboard there. Williams up the floor, trying to make things happen. The facilitator from Hampton, Virginia, kicks it out to Haddix Covington at the top of the key. Over to Petrova, who has a really nice jump shot. Jordan Augustus, the junior, in the game.
See, they're trying to find Hammond down low. That field goal percentage means something to them.
Yes.
If they don't have Reed to make her own shot on the outside, their focus seems to be feed the down low.
You can't go wrong with feeding Hammond. Hammond she's going to be a very critical piece for VCU. They get it to Jordan Augustus, the 6-foot guard. Oh, nice move. Haddix Covington rolls off the rim. Rebound Scaife.
That was a problem them and Richmond had last Saturday, as a matter of fact, finishing at the basket.
Scaife gives it over to Fowler. Into the corner, she dribbles out to the top of the key. Being guarded by Williams here. 8-7. VCU has crawled back into this game.
VCU's calling for a travel right there.
They got it this time.
They got it that time, yeah.
And Coach Green is not thrilled. She is not thrilled. She'll send Bradshaw back in the game.
Coach Boyle wasn't thrilled about the first travel call being missed either, so nobody's going to be happy. Not everything's perfect.
No, not everything's perfect. It's like, I'm just a little bit upset right now,
Just a little bit. Can't make each coach happy.
Exactly. So 8-7. Dayton up by 1, 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Taya Robinson returns, coming back in the game for Petrova. And it's been a very intense game so far between two of the top 4 teams here in the Atlantic 10.
VCU comes in on a 5-game win streak. Dayton coming in winning 3 out of the last 5. So they're on 2 different kind of planes, but still 2 top teams for sure.
Pasha Grover swings it back to Robinson on the left wing. It's over to Augustus at the top of the key. Then Williams takes it to A-10 logo. Back to Robinson inside in the lane. And that's off the backboard. Rebound by Dennis. Up the floor to Canatelli. Looking. I thought she was going for the 3 there. And there's going to be a foul on the floor, and this one is against Williams.
A little hesitation there in drive.
That'll be our first. Looks like we got Brittany Ward heading into the game here for Whitehead.
Robinson trying to make her own shot there on the inside. Couldn't get the fall, but still VCU playing very physical on offense and defense.
Ward has it, being guarded by Augustus. Canatelli swings it out to Dennis for three. Banks it in. And the bank is open at all hours, ladies and gentlemen.
That's very dangerous when you got a center forward that can make an outside shot.
6'2" from Australia, my friend. What can you say there?
They can shoot threes in Australia. Ask LeBron.
This is true.
Maybe she watched Dellavedova. Who knows?
Over to Williams. On the right wing, kicks it out to Pasha Grover. Being guarded by Ward. Williams has it, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Haddix Covington has it in the corner. Nice little crossover move. Pull up, fadeaway jumper, no good off the side of the backboard. Rebound by Augustus. Shot clock violation. Dayton basketball.
I don't think she realized it didn't hit the rim in the time on the shot clock there, why she didn't put it back up.
And Augustus, who doesn't get a ton of playing time, is getting a lot of playing time here today. And I think one of the reasons, she's 6 foot.
They got to go with the height. This Dayton team is very tall.
A great
but
move.
They can shoot.
A great move by Coach O'Boyle on that one. And there's a traveling violation on Maddie Dennis.
Coach O'Boyle's a great coach when she's talking about her rotation. She gets her, like, as I'm saying, they're putting in more substitutions. She's keeping her team fresh.
It's a good move on this part. Good move here by Coach O'Boyle as Petrova and Maleshka head back into the game for Augustus and Williams.
When you're guarding that kind of size, it takes a lot out of you physically, so you want to keep your people fresh.
Pasha Grover kicks it at the top of the key to Petrova. Petrova over to Robinson on the right wing. Haddix Covington at the top. Inside, looked like looking for Maleshka, but it ended up in the hands of Pasha Grover, and we got a foul.
Someone from Eastern Europe. She's looking for someone from Eastern Europe.
Somebody from Eastern Europe got the ball, and that's all that counted. And Pasha Grover will head to the free throw line.
Still good awareness by Pasha Grover, seeing that the ball wasn't going to go to who was supposed to. Still good awareness. Got to give her props there.
Most definitely. 11-7, and misses the first free throw. 1 minute and 4 seconds left in this first period. And VCU hanging in early in this contest. And she misses the second off the side of the rim. Rebound Ward.
Not too much of a surprise. VCU's only shooting 67% from the free throw line there in the A-10.
Bradshaw has it for Dayton. 55 seconds left here in this first period. Up by 4 points here in Richmond, Virginia at the Siegel Center. The Stew. Bradshaw, Canatelli, a little bit of stab step there. Ward, Canatelli driving to the basket. And great job there by Maleshka tying her up. And it's going to be VCU basketball.
Hey, got to play defense. Can't be affected by the superstars on another team.
That's a heck of
play your game.
It's a heck of a defensive play that she just made.
Oh, definitely. Against one of the best players in the conference. You got to play defense. Can't be afraid. You got to go at them sometimes.
Exactly. 11-7 here. 26 seconds on the clock. Robinson slowing it down. Killing that clock. Waiting patiently. 12 seconds on the shot clock here.
Looks like they're setting up for a double screen.
Yep. Lost control of it there. Haddix Covington. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Robinson. Robinson, pull-up jumper for three. Hits off the back of the rim. Rebound, Scaife. Scaife up the floor. 2 seconds. One, pull-up, and it's blocked. Great job there by Petrova.
Hey, she stayed with her throughout the court. Trying not to give her an easy shot. Open shot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first period. With the score, the Dayton Flyers 11, the VCU Rams 7. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first quarter. The score, the Dayton Flyers 11, the VCU Rams 7. Russ, what are your thoughts of that first quarter that we just witnessed?
VCU looks like they're trying to feed the low post, but still take the shots that they have outside. They're not exactly finishing too well at the basket. They missed a wide open layup there, Haddix Covington. So they're struggling to finish, but they're staying in this game. Only a 4-point deficit at the end of the first quarter. Dayton's size, without Tara Reid especially, definitely seems to be getting to VCU at the moment down low. They're playing amazingly swarming defense. As soon as VCU gets the ball down low to whoever it is, Hammond Peshigarova, Dayton is all over them, giving them no time to figure out what to do.
Well, we're going to see what the second quarter has in store for us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll send you back to the broadcast. All right, ladies and gentlemen, second quarter underway, and our sideline reporter, Rob Johnson, just gave us a little info on that last play. It definitely looked like a foul there, Russ.
Those are 3 shots they missed on the line, but hey, you got to go with the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Bradshaw driving in the inside. She's going to be fouled, and looks like she'll head to the line. Looks like that one might have been on Petrova, as Hammond looked like she's about to make her way back into the game here for VCU. And Bradshaw will head to the line, 11-7. Dayton up by 4 here in the second period. Bradshaw, and the first one rolls in.
I got to say, even through the first quarter, I'm amazed that they kept Scaife off the scoreboard as far as free extra shots. 0 for 4 on the field in the first quarter. Her 2 points came from the line. So they're keeping her blanking, but they still got to work on Canatelli.
Well, they got to make sure they keep her that way if they want to win this ball game. Bradshaw from Boston Master sophomore knocks both of them down 13-7. 9 minutes and 39 seconds left in this second period as Williams brings the ball up the floor here for VCU.
To that point, you don't want one superstar to go off, even though you got the other one quiet.
And Robinson misses the jump shot from the A-10 logo. Rebound by Ward. Bradshaw up to Scaife. Scaife, pull-up jumper from the left elbow. Bang. We just talked about it.
Right on time. Scaife makes her first shot of the game.
We just talked about it. 15-7. 15-7. We got 9 minutes here. VCU trying to get something going. They are just lacking here on the offensive end so far. Haddis Covington thought about a little hesitation. Inside the Hammond, pull away. And they're going to call charge.
That's a tough call right there. VCU finally looked like they found a good play down low there.
They found Hammond down low. Great turnaround jumper, but they said no, no, no. And we're going to have.
Dayton is playing amazing defense down low.
Yes.
I absolutely love it.
It's the height. This is why if I had to say the team to watch out for the most in that tournament, I'm going to keep mentioning it. Dayton is going to be the team to watch out for in that A-10 tournament.
I wouldn't even say it's the height all the way. They're keeping their arms up and their arms out. They're looking taller than they actually are sometimes, but they're pretty darn tall themselves naturally.
15-7, Dayton up. 8 minutes and 35 seconds here in the second period. Scaife inside. Oh, looking.
You know who Scaife reminds me of?
Who's that?
She reminds me of Joe Johnston. I don't know why, but just a baller. She may not have her shot, but you still got to be aware of her presence.
You have to be careful.
Any minute she can go off for a 30, 40-point game like Joe Johnson could have. And maybe that's just a Nets reference that I can't resist making, but that's who I thought of.
Y'all didn't notice that man is from Jersey.
Now, of course. It's the New Jersey Nets, not Brooklyn.
There you go. Haddis Covington inside the Hammond. And there's going to be a foul. This is like the 5th time that Hammond's been to the line here in this game. Well, this will be her 4th and 5th attempts. Oh, no, they're not even going to put it on the line. They're going to give it under the basket here to Williams.
Oh, well, she's perfect so far, 3 for 3. So they're probably happy they didn't give away 2 points maybe.
Sydney Archie takes a dribble or so. Takes it in the inside. Trying a little up and under there. Rolls off the side of the rim. Rebound, Canatelli.
VCU looks to be going out of their comfort zone a little bit, taking a little too many bad shots.
Canatelli has it, top of the key, gave it to Scaife. Scaife over to Bradshaw, and they're going to slow it down. Dayton, 8-point lead.
I got to say, I'm amazed with Bradshaw. She's been an absolute floor general tonight.
Yes, she has, and then bad pass there by Bradshaw. And Robinson picks up the pieces. Williams driving to the basket, being guarded heavily by Chandler.
Off the ball foul there. They got a little pick there. Looks like Bradshaw was covering Hammond, fouled her under the basket off the ball.
And so now we have Giacone coming back in the game. 15-7. On the floor right now for Dayton is we got Giacone, Canatelli, Chandler, Ward, and Scaife. Oh, and that one is going to be against Canatelli. I'm not going to lie to you, Russ. I really thought that was going to be an offensive call on that one.
The way they've been calling it, I wouldn't have been surprised if that was charging.
In for VCU is Haddis Covington, Williams, Robinson, Archie, and Hammond. Archie 29 seconds on that shot clock. Plenty of time. VCU trying to slow the pace down, trying to get something going offensively here. Williams driving to the basket, fakes it out, kicks it out to Archie, hesitating for the three. And you can see the hesitation. I feel like that's the second person I've seen do that. Haddix Covington also did the same thing.
I'll be honest, I'm surprised, a little disappointed. VCU had nobody under the basket under that last shot. Doesn't even look like they're trying for a rebound that game.
Haddix Covington has it. They got the ball back from Dayton. Hammond down low. And great job there by Jaconi, knocking the ball away from Hammond. Great defense by her and Chandler.
That low post defense by Dayton is getting to him there.
Swings it over to Scaife. Scaife to Canatelli, back to Jaconi at the top of the key. 6 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock. 15-7 here. VCU has not scored in this quarter. Scaife driving to the basket, up and under. Nice move. Ooh, rattles out on that one, and it will be VCU basketball. As Maleska will come into the game for VCU, and Whitehead will come in the game for Dayton. Archie will take a seat for VCU, and Ward taking a seat for Dayton.
Dayton's low post defense, if I can't say it enough, is just absolutely amazing right now. As soon as Hammond got the ball on that possession, you saw her taking the ball. She didn't have the ball in the next second. They're knocking the ball loose, keeping their arms busy, keeping their hands busy. They're frustrating VCU low post.
Space, space, and space. That's all I can say about that.
They're giving them none, that's for sure.
Definitely giving them a headache. 15-7. Robinson looking inside to Hammond. Great job by Chandler. Gives up to Jaconi. Up to Canatelli, driving straight to the basket. And she's going to be fouled, and I think this one's going to be on Robinson.
Chandler and Jaconi are doing their best down low and frustrating Hammond very much.
You got New York and Canada working together on that one. Chandler, 6'2" junior forward from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And then you got Jaconi, Jenna Jaconi Jr. from Del Mar, New York, 6'1".
Not New Jersey, but close.
Close enough.
Not New Jersey, but close.
Canatelli with the free throw off the back of the rim. And that's a rare miss for Canatelli, who leads the A-10 in field goal percentage.
She may lead the A-10 in field goal percentage, but as a team, Dayton is still shooting under 70% coming into the game.
I mean, watching her, she broke a record earlier this year and in free throws in the NCAA. She has just been amazing. She went 22 for 22 in a game earlier this season, making NCAA history, setting the singles game record for most free throws in a game.
She's a baller. She's a shooter.
16-7. Pasha Grover up in the air. That one's off the front of the rim. Maleska in the inside, taking the tough hit, and a nice scoop shot there by Maleska. That was nice.
That was nice. Pasha Grover, not the greatest shot in the world, but the team is coming up behind her to finish up the shot.
The young lady for Belarus cleaning it up.
And Belarus cleaning up for Russia.
There you guys, 16-9. 5 minutes and 17 seconds left in this half. Jaconi for three. That one takes a weird bounce off the side of the rim. Maleska with the rebound, gives it up to Williams. Williams to Petrova. Ooh, nice little spin move. Petrova with the left hand off the side. High off the backboard for 2 points. 16-11. VCU slowly crawling back in. Jaconi has it at the top of the key. Over to Canatelli, being guarded by Williams. That's an interesting matchup. Canatelli back to Jaconi at the top. She's being guarded by Maleska. 16-11, 4 minutes and 43 seconds, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Inside to Scaife. Scaife, a lot of contact there.
She's a very physical player, not afraid of the contact.
Very late call on that one because it felt like they were going to let that one go. And then they said, no, that was a foul. All right, that'll be a timeout here with the score. Dayton 16, VCU 11 with 4 minutes and 38 seconds left in the second quarter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here. Timeout about to end, 16-11. 4 minutes and 38 seconds left in this first half. And what a very interesting first half it's been, Russ.
Low post defense has been the key. No doubt. Both teams doing pretty decent on low post. Even VCU, even though they're losing right now, still pretty good low post defense. But Dayton's low post defense, absolutely MVP of this game right now.
Scaife, and she hits the first. So 17-11, Scaife's got 5 points. See if she can knock this one, the young lady from Indiana. And takes a little bit of a bounce and goes in. And coming into the game for the first time, Tiara Phillips from Georgia, the senior. 5'11" coming into the game, her first appearance. What I like about both of these teams, it seems like these teams can go at least, looks like 10 deep on these teams.
They keep their rotation pretty good.
I'm
sorry about another home reference, but it's like the Giants' defensive line in the Patriots' their first Super Bowl. Can't help it. It's what I know.
Jaconi to the basket, pull-up jumper, it's good. Hits it from the A-10 logo, 20-11. Dayton is up, 9-point lead.
Jaconi's first made shot there.
Williams.
Definitely not the first time she made her presence known.
Swings it over to Haggis Coven, inside to Pasha Grover. A little bit of a move, gives it to Maleshka. In the inside, and it will not fall. Maleshka gets the rebound to Pasha Grover. She misses on the back of the rim. Another rebound attempt there by Pasha Grover, but gotten by Whitehead.
She's having trouble finishing in the basket on down low.
Kicks it out. Dennis for three. That rattles. Rebound Maleshka. And here come the Rams. Williams up the floor. Taking her time. Down by 9. Driving to the basket. A rare shot there by Williams. She rarely shoots the basketball. The ultimate facilitator, as I like to call her. And now we got big changes coming in as Robinson, Hammond, and Augustus will come in for VCU. 20-11. 3 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. Jaconi at the top of the key. Rolls over to the right side. Being guarded by Petrova. Ooh, nice little crossover move there to make some space. Gives it over to Dennis. Dennis over to Phillips. Phillips has it. Takes a dribble or two. Takes the pick from Whitehead. And they kick it back to Jaconi. 11 seconds on the clock. And that shot clock. 6 seconds. Jaconi. Phillips for three. And that one is short. Petrova up the floor. Looking. Hammond inside. And 2 points. It's good. Great pass.
Good fast break there. Good fast break. Hammond staying in the lane, making an easy layup down the middle.
20-13. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in this half. Dennis being guarded by Hammond. Gives it over to Phillips. Phillips at the top of the key to Jaconi. And we got a timeout by Coach Green. So with 2 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock, Dayton up 20-13 over VCU. As we're 2 minutes and 36 seconds away from halftime. We'll be back after this timeout. 20-13. We're back here. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left here in this first half. Ooh, crossover on Williams. Nice move by Fowler, but could not finish the move.
She had them Allen Iverson crossover right there.
Yes, Petrova using that pick. Might have been a little bit of a illegal screen on that one, but letting that one fly. Williams driving to the basket, swings over to Augustus. Augustus to Robinson. Robinson against Scaife. And 2 shots. She'll head to the line here. Looks like Dayton is now in the bonus. So Robinson, product of Huguenot High School, will head to the line here for VCU.
Not New Jersey, but it's okay.
And she makes the first. And Robinson getting her 3rd point of the game. And she'll knock down both. So right now, 5-point game. VCU slowly just sticking around.
That's key right there. They got to take the points when they can get them because their shots are not falling right now.
Oh, Canatelli got a little bit of trouble there with Robinson and Whitehead, but in the inside, as Whitehead's able to put it in for 2, 22-15. Dayton up. Minute 50 on the clock. Williams has it. Swings it. Gives it to Robinson. Driving to the basket against Scaife. Petrova. Jumper. Good.
Good shot.
Nice.
Right in the face of Canatelli, too.
I mean, she's really a really good shooter. Whitehead for 3, and that's not what you want right there if you're VCU, but a great shot there by Kayla Whitehead. 25-17. Robinson has an 8-point lead here. Augustus over to Williams, down low to Hammond. Hammond trying to work Dennis in the inside, and she can't make it. And the rebound there by Whitehead. Up to Scaife.
Looks like VCU's trying to get their shot off quicker down low, but it's just not working so well.
Scaife for 3. Huge 3 right there. This is an 11-point lead here for Dayton.
Back-to-back threes. Dayton's getting hot. VCU's in trouble right now.
They've got to find a way to get scoring going here. And my question is, who's going to be that person for VCU?
I don't know, but they're about to bring in Patrick Grover again for more defense.
Hammond, and once again working inside the Hammond. She's going to get fouled. She's going to head to the free throw line here. And Hammond, who's already been to the line a few times here, she's 3 for 3. 7 points right now, 2 for 3 from the field.
Yep. Pescarover and Maleska waiting on the sideline to come back in, presumably for defense for Pescarover, though. So it's not the down low defense that they need right now. It's the outside defense they need. Perimeter defense is kind of weak right now for both teams at that matter.
Exactly. Struggle has been a little bit real.
It's been very real.
28-18. 36.1 seconds on the clock. Hammond trying to go 2 for 2, and she does just that. As Pasha Grover will come in for Hammond.
Still a good free throw shooter, though.
Really good free throw shooter. I think in the last game that we did, she went 6 for 7 from the line. Oh, great defense there by Petrovic. And good job. I will say that very heads-up play there by Fowler. She knew that she may not be able to grab it, but she boxed Petrovic out, and she wasn't able to get the ball there. Goes out of bounds. Dayton remains with the basketball.
That is smart right there. That is a smart little Spud Webb right there on the floor.
Yeah, little Spud Webb thing going on there.
Yeah, she may be small, but she's darn good.
28-19.
Shockingly small on the Dayton team.
Ooh, nice little crossover move there inside the Whitehead. Great defensive move there by Maleska. And I think this one, they're saying that it's going to be VCU basketball.
Hey, you take them when you get them.
Yes, exactly. 9.9 seconds on the clock here left in this first half.
To look to the second half, I'd say, now that I'm thinking about it, I'd like to see what they do with Petrova. She's been coming alive in the last couple minutes on defense and offense, making some key plays both ways.
You got to go with whatever your hot hand is. They've got to figure something out here because Dayton is letting them hang around. They just have not been able to score.
They're having trouble finishing down low at the basket. Like Dayton's low post defense, I cannot say it enough, has been absolutely amazing. They are swarming them every time they get the ball, not letting them get a clean shot whether they foul or not.
And Maleska gets the first free throw, goes down 28-20. Down by 8. And Maleska looking to knock the second one down here. She misses, gets her own rebound, gets it with an and one opportunity.
And the and one on the putback, too.
I know, right?
And one on the putback.
It's like, I missed my free throw, but wait a minute. Hold my beer. I'm going to go ahead.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. And now she has a chance to make this a 5-point game. And, that one rattles out.
Still a darn good effort on the putback, though. That is an amazing play.
Scaife driving to the basket, lost control. 1 second, and that's going to end it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first half. With the score, Dayton 28, VCU 22. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have hit halftime. Dayton holding on to a 6-point lead over VCU here at the half. And what a good contest has been so far, Russ. Very intriguing matchup. We talked about at the beginning of the game what would need to be done on both teams' part. What have you seen so far? And what have you liked, what have you disliked so far in this game?
I can't tell you how many times I've said it, but Dayton's low post defense has been absolutely phenomenal right now. They are suffocating VCU down low no matter what they're doing, where they're going, who's down low, Peshagrove or Hammond. They are forcing them to make a decision before they even really catch the ball down low. VCU, their size is definitely getting to them without Tara Reid right now. Tara Reid, you can see her game, the way she worked, she stretched the floor a little bit. She can go inside, she can go outside, definitely for sure. But without her presence on the floor to make her own shot, their focus seems to be trying to feed the low post early and as often as they possibly can. And Dayton's just not having it right now.
Well, if you're VCU, you have to find a way to make things happen here in the second half. As of right now, Dayton is holding on, ladies and gentlemen, to that 28-22 lead. Now we're going to head you back ladies and gentlemen, for that third quarter of action. Darrell Lawrence, Russ Elefero, Legacy Maker Sports Network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the second half is underway. 28-22. Dayton up here as VCU has possession of the basketball. Archie has it on the baseline. Swings it out to Williams. Williams to Haddix Covington. So right now on the floor for VCU, Pasha Grover, Robinson, Haddix Covington, Williams, and Archie on the floor. And Archie for the jump shot, no good, rattles out. Skyfe, Ward, Canatelli, Chandler, and Bradshaw on the floor for Dayton. As Bradshaw takes it at the top of the key. Being guarded by Haddix Covington. Swings it over to Ward. Ward.
Coach O'Boyle barking orders from the sideline.
Skate with the jump shot, no good. Rebound by Haddix Covington. Stolen by Bradshaw. Bradshaw gives it to Canatelli, who drives it. Oh, a little soccer move right there.
Just bad awareness by Haddix Covington there. She had a player right in front of her to hand it off to, but she tried to give it to Williams.
28-22.
Great awareness by Bradshaw there for the steal.
And Williams is going to get called for the blocking foul. And that's going to be her second.
I'm not going to lie, she's probably just frustrated from the turnover.
Yeah, you got to be just a smidget.
Yeah. I mean, the ball was going to her, but she was probably just frustrated it didn't go to the person that was right in front of her.
28-22. Driving to the basket. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound, Pasha Grover.
Good pressure defense there, Pasha Grover.
Robinson has the basketball. Slows it down here. VCU trying to get a spark going here. Looks inside to Pasha Grover. Pasha Grover with the right-hand hook. And it's going to be no good, but she'll get fouled ahead of the line.
Yeah, 2 points. Take them how you get them sometimes.
Well,
take them how you get them.
She's right now 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Those first two that she took were a little rough. See if she can score here. The 6'6" sophomore from Russia gets the first one. 28-23. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third period. And she knocks down number 2. So 2 for 4 on the day. VCU down by 4. Hanging around, Russ.
Not bad, not bad. You got to take them 3 points when you get them.
Bradshaw.
She's shooting her free throw percentage on the year. So 500 through the game, 5 on the year. So about as expected.
Bradshaw being guarded by Williams, gives it over to Scaife. Scaife being guarded by Robinson. Picked by Chandler. Scaife off the front of the rim. Rebound Haddix Covington. VCU has a chance to bring this within 2, maybe even 1.
Very interesting. Canatelli has not touched the ball yet for Dayton in the second half.
Robinson.
Check out the Williams there.
Gets it inside. Pasha Grover gives it to Archie. Archie kicks it back to Haddix Covington. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Driving with the left hand. No good. Pasha Grover gets the rebound. Tough rebound right there.
Nice. Follow through. Good to see her not, go straight back on the defense there and go for the offensive board.
And now slowing the pace down here. Williams over to Robinson, being guarded by Bradshaw. Definite size advantage right there. Jump shot just a little bit short. Great defense by Chandler. And here comes Bradshaw off the floor.
Bradshaw not afraid to be the smaller person on defense.
She gets it back out to Canatelli. Gets it down low to Chandler with the right-hand hook. She misses that one, but gets her own rebound. Back out to Bradshaw. New shot clock.
Bounces right back to her.
Oh, tough shot by Bradshaw. And she steamrolled Pasha Grover.
A little slow to get up there, but that was a hell of a play right there.
I'm going to tell you right now, she went full speed to the basket on that one, and she laid out the 6'6" Russian.
Full steam as someone who's almost half a foot, at least half a foot taller.
She's a foot taller than her. She's 5'6".
Jesus Christmas. That's almost like Muggsy Bogues going against Patrick Ewing back in the day.
Man, that's amazing right there. Just a tough play there by Bradshaw.
That was something very nice to see, though. Not afraid to go down low, go after the bigger man or the bigger woman. Get that basket and one.
30-24, chance to make it a three-point opportunity, and does just that.
There you go.
31-24 as we have Fowler coming into the game.
She needs a break after that play for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was a collision on that one. Good job by Coach Green.
She went right at her.
And then Robinson has it here for VCU. 7-point lead. The Rams have been down this entire ball game. Petrova, top of the key, takes a dribble, swings over to Robinson. Robinson has it on the right wing. Bad pass there by Robinson. Oh, great defense by Scaife. Whatever way you want to call it, it's Dayton basketball.
If anything, that looked to be a little bit of a lazy pass there. She looked like she was looking at the receiver without looking at the defender.
I could have said it better myself, sir. 31-24, 6 minutes and 24 seconds, and that one's going to be against. I want to say that one's against.
Canatelli, it looks like.
No, they're going to say Chandler. On the offense.
1-3, yeah.
Chandler gets called on that one. 31-24. Haddix Covington. Ooh, over to Petrova, lost control, able to get it back, gets to Robinson on the right wing. Haddix Covington at the top, gives it to Hammond at the top of the free throw line. Back to Robinson in the corner for three. Boom!
There we go.
Taya Robinson for three. 31-27.
VCU's got to find some sort of stroke there.
Fowler, nice little dribble move here. I tell you what, Fowler and Bradshaw, just their dribbling ability is amazing. They're quick, they're fast. It's a great move.
I hate to say it, but they're lower to the ground, so they got better control of it than
you can just say that
else.
they're flyers, ladies and gentlemen. In the inside, tough shot.
Nice.
Going amongst the trees, as you said earlier. Once again, this time we had Bradshaw, and this time Fowler goes in there and makes a big play.
And who said height was the difference in this game? When the small players are making plays right now.
I might have said that. 33-27. Dayton up. 5 minutes and 39 seconds here in the third period. Fowler has a chance to make this a 7-point game once again. And does just that.
Credit to VCU still keeping it close in the second half, but Dayton's certainly not giving it to them, that's for sure.
Exactly. VCU needs a run. They need a legit 7 to 6 point run. They need something in that range here to get the momentum on their side. Moleshka.
They're not, if anything, it's a little shocking nobody's feeding the hot hands of those Eastern European players.
Oh, nice play there by Hammond.
But Hammond makes that down low basket.
Tough shot. 34-29. Dayton still holding on to a 5-point lead. Fowler picked up a dribble, swings it over to Whitehead, back to Fowler. Petrova, Gardner at the top. And that one, another foul. And this one is going to go against Whitehead. So back-to-back offensive.
2 off-the-ball fouls.
Yeah, 2 off-the-ball fouls there. And Chandler will come out of the game as Wilmuth will come back in here for Dayton.
I still think if Dayton wants to pull away from this game right now, they can't ignore who they have on their team. Canatelli's only touched the ball once halfway through this quarter, and she gave it up 2 seconds later.
Yeah, she hasn't had the ball that much.
Scaife, thank God, is had the ball a good bit the second half, and she's starting off pretty strong herself.
Moleshka inside, little spin move, jump shot, takes a bounce, will not fall, rebound Whitehead.
Unlucky bounce right there. She made a hell of a play.
Scaife going straight to the basket, flying to the basket, into Hammond, and they're going to call a foul on Hammond. It just didn't look like she had her feet set.
Scaife making her own shot down low.
Scaife,
coming out strong,
she's
aggressive
tough.
in the second half.
Very tough. And Coach O'Boyle's like, come on, can I get a charge? She looks at the ref, can I get a charge? All right, we got a timeout here. Score, Dayton 34, VCU 29 with 4 minutes and 36 seconds left in the third period. All right, timeout's almost over here, 34-29. Dayton holding on to the 5-point lead, 4 minutes and 36 seconds.
I got to give a quick shout out to this band right now, this VCU band, as always, on fire.
I mean, and you know, it's funny, they only have maybe half, not even, they have a quarter of what they have at.
God, the Richmond game on Saturday, the whole band here pregame practicing.
Legit.
Amazing.
No, legit. I mean,
I almost wanted to stay like an hour or two late just to see if they kept playing, but they didn't, so I left.
I think for me, I would love to see, and this is just me, I would like to see the Virginia band go up against this VCU band. I think VCU would have the advantage.
Fantasy booking right there?
Yeah.
Fantasy booking warfare?
Yeah, just a little bit.
I don't know. I love good bands, though. It's just awesome.
Scaife misses the second, made the first, 35-29. 6-point lead here for Dayton. Robinson has it. Driving to the basket. A little bit of a spin move. Floated it up there. Bounce off the back. Rebound Scaife.
No surprise there. Scaife under the basket waiting for a rebound. Very physical player.
Scaife guarded by Robinson. Fowler has it at the top of the key, calling out some direction. Coach Green letting them know. Fowler for three.
Good shot.
Man.
Staring down the defense, pulls up for the three.
Shaquila Fowler with the three. 38-29. And just like that, it's a 9-point game.
I got it, like, as much size as Dayton has, I got to say I'm admired very much by the Dayton point guards.
Yes.
Both of them under 6 foot and still having a hell of a game, making very physical plays.
I mean, Fowler and Bradshaw have been the X factors in this game.
They really have. The X factors besides the low post defense.
Exactly.
That's the MVP right now, the low post defense.
38-29. And Petrova taking it out over to Williams. I thought she was shooting a three there. She might have faked a few people on that one because she
set up for the shot.
It looked like she was shooting a three, but she ends up passing it inside to Hammond. And VCU will get the ball back here.
Gets the foul call in her favor. Ooh, nice
Maleska inside, and she'll get fouled.
No surprise by the foul or the defense right there. All over them once they go down low. Even on a nice little play, screen play inbound there, still had the defense all over as soon as she got the ball down low.
And so here we go. Maleska at the line. Makes the first, 38-30. Maleska now has 6 points in this game. And knocks down number 2.
Cannot be understated when you have players from the same area or region, especially when they're playing overseas. That connection is very special. Especially if, English may not be their second language. That connection between Peshagrova, Maleska, and Petrova, that's got to be something special that VCU values there when they're on the floor at the same time.
Canatelli. Nice jump shot there by Lauren Canatelli.
What did I say?
40-30.
Can't ignore your best player sometimes, no matter how good you are.
Yeah, 40-31. And this one will go against VCU. And Williams is still trying to figure out what the call is. Coach, what did they call against me? Because I'm still trying to figure it out. That's the look that Williams has on her face right now. 40-31. 3 minutes and 13 seconds as Haddix Covington will come in for Williams. She's still trying to ask Coach, please, can you let me know?
Coach is like, it's all right, baby girl. You come on, take a seat.
It's going to be fine. And so Fowler brings it up the floor here. Takes a dribble straight to the basket. And, that
got hit under the basket on the drive, looked like.
That's a foul. I don't know. I feel like Maleska might have not touched her. She might have tripped up on that one and got lucky, to be honest with you.
I wish we had a replay.
I wish so, too.
I'm looking down and see that broadcast TV, see if they got a replay. It looked like, on first hand, just looked like she might have got the ball hit in the hand while she was driving.
Right.
But I can definitely see how she might have just tripped and gotten the call her way. Either way, she being aggressive, taking this to the basket there.
10-point lead here for Dayton, 41-31. Now, VCU's had a few troubles here in the last few weeks. Even they struggled against St. Bonaventure, almost lost that game, and they had to battle back. They was losing going into the fourth quarter in that game and found a way to win. But this is a different ball team.
VCU, even if they lose this game, though, they still gave themselves a cushion with being number 1 in the conference right now. So if they lose this game, it's not the end-all, be-all of the world. They still have another 4 games after this. And it's not the end of the world, like I'm saying.
No, not at all.
They can definitely still rebound even if they lose this game. They still have more to look for. They're making it to the A-10 tournament for sure.
Yeah, they're going to be in good shape.
If anything, the only benefit of them losing this game and maybe losing the number 1 seed is we might get a home game in that tournament.
This is a true statement, that would be the only perk in that situation. But if you're VCU, you want that 1 seed.
You got to get that 1 seed.
You got to get that 1 seed and get that pass to Pittsburgh. Especially if you got to play a team, I still think Duquesne will be tough. The game will be in Duquesne. The tournament will be at Duquesne. So next year the tournament is at Dayton, and then the following year the tournament is here at VCU, which you already know. Legacy Mega Sports will be here for the entire tournament that year in 2021.
But to speak on the rest of their schedule, they do have Duquesne at Duquesne, but they also have at Davidson. Actually, no, I think it's a home game.
Yeah, the home VCU.
Still,
yeah,
they still have 2 of the top 5 teams in the conference.
Skype for 3, big time shot, fouled on the 3. She's got a 4-point opportunity.
You mean Joe Johnson?
Yeah, she's Joe Johnson. Yeah, that was the all day.
I'm telling you, she's a baller right there.
That was just a nice shot. I mean, she took the contact and brings it home. 45-33.
It's a little shocking to see the VCU down this much right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Man,
like
big time shot.
12-point deficit right now. VCU's size at disadvantage right now is hurting them right now. Other than Hammond and Pescagrova, there's not much size they have down low. And even at that, Dayton's not like they're using their arms. They're not just using their height; they're using their arms as well to frustrate them.
Yeah, we even saw them bring in Augustus earlier, who's 6 foot, who hasn't played a ton this year, and she actually came in, and we saw her do a little something.
Got to get the rotation strong.
2 minutes and 29 seconds left in this third period. VCU down by 12. And Hammond makes the first one. It looked a little suspect, but it was able to go in. The 6'4" junior from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, knocks down that first one. Looking for the second one here.
Wouldn't be surprised if she makes this one too.
Bangs it in.
There we go.
45-35 as Pasha Grover will give Hammond a break. And she comes into the game.
Coming in presumably for defensive.
Jaconi now in the game for the Flyers.
Oh.
Her and Brittany Ward, a battle going on there. And I'm thinking,
like
I think
ball.
that's VCU ball. I think they're going to say she pushed off. It looks like they said that she pushed Robinson. And said they were both kind of, the Robinson was trying to steal the basketball. But I think she might have got pushed mid-steal. That's talent to push somebody as you're handling the basketball and falling at the same time. It's a special talent.
That's what that is. They're playing defense. VCU's not giving up. They're down by 10 points here, but they've been down by more in this game, and then they still brought it back within 5 or 6 points.
Exactly.
So VCU's not going away quietly, and I don't expect them to. They're the number one team in the conference right now.
Haddis Covington hands it off to Robinson. 2 minutes and 3 seconds. In the inside, Robinson. Nice right hand layup there by Robinson.
Very nice crossover there.
Woo. 8-point game. Jaconi trying to get up the floor. And our counterparts over here knocked the ball over. Good thing that wasn't us. I don't know if I'd have been ready for it.
I would have screamed like a little girl.
45-37.
The ball's coming in.
Jaconi at the top of the key. Swings it over to Scaife. Scaife swings it all the way across to Canatelli for 3. Boom!
I'm telling you. What did I say? You cannot ignore Canatelli. Only the third or fourth time she's touched the ball, but she's made both of her shots this half so far.
Canatelli's got 12.
That girl is absolutely dangerous right now. At least we get to see 124 ball out today.
Exactly. 3 for 4 from three-point land today for Canatelli. Haddix Covington fading away, falling, and falls just a little bit short.
Tough shot there, tough shot. Driving to her right side there to the basket. Good effort, but a tough shot.
Scaife for 3, off the side of the rebound, Maleska. Gives it up to Robinson. 1 minute left in this third quarter. Robinson driving with the right hand. Oh, that was beautiful. Just a gutsy effort here right now by Robinson. She's got 11.
She is amazing right now. Playing beautifully hard right now for her team. It's
exactly.
Absolutely beautiful.
Down by 9 as Jaconi has it at the top of the key, and she's going to slow the pace down.
It's like a crossover under the basket, reverse right hand layup. I don't even know what you call it right there.
Dennis, knocked away by Maleska. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3.
Beautiful.
And it bounced off her back. Rebound Robinson. VCU has a chance to get it just a little bit closer here, and Coach Boyle said, whoa.
Pump the brakes, girl. Pump the brakes.
I know what you're thinking. So she slows it down. Robinson slows it down. 12 seconds.
Still has the ball.
And so there's no shot clock. 9 seconds on the clock. Robinson takes a dribble. 6 seconds. Off of Dennis. Swings over to Maleska. Maleska, 2 seconds. 1. Jump shot. And it's off the back of the rim.
Had it online, looked like just a little bit too much power.
I don't think Maleska knew how much time was left. But at the end of the third quarter, the score, Dayton 48, VCU 39 as we head to the fourth quarter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the third quarter. Dayton still holding on to the lead, 48-39. What an interesting third quarter. What were your thoughts, Russ?
Dayton losing a little bit of a grip. Still got the 9-point lead, like you said. Canatelli not touching the ball that much, but making her time with the ball very effective. What can I say? Taya Robinson at the end of that third quarter was absolutely amazing.
2 or 3 of just amazing layups to keep VCU momentum. You know, man, just keep the energy going here in the crowd. They're only down by 9. They've got 10 minutes to make a comeback.
Definitely. But you can't understate Dayton's guards themselves.
No.
They're the physicality for being the shortest members on the team.
Fowler and Bradshaw made some amazing plays in that
Fowler
quarter.
is my girl right now. I love her.
I'm telling you. All right, y'all. We're going to swing it on over to the fourth quarter here on Legacy Maker Sports Network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, fourth quarter. Dayton basketball, 48-39.
There we go. That's my girl Fowler right there with the ball.
So Fowler, Dennis, Ward, Canatelli, and Scaife in the game here for Dayton. In for VCU is Petrova, Maleska, Robinson, Hammond, and Haddix Covington. Robinson, who stepped it up in that third quarter. Maleska, jump shot from the A10 logo off the front of the rim. Gets her own rebound and scoops it in. And all of a sudden, we got a 7-point game. Great defense down by Petrova.
VCU's effort right now is picked up midway through that third quarter. They're hustling for the ball, staying under there for offensive rebounds, getting their own rebounds.
So Coach Boyle is going to give Petrova a blow and bring in Williams, who's second in the A10 in assist to turnover ratio.
He's definitely a floor general. Likes to keep the ball moving. Doesn't shoot that much, but still likes to facilitate, though. She's very important to this game.
She is the facilitator. Oh, and there's a steal by Haddix Covington. And they're going to say that goes to VCU. And the foul's going to be on Canatelli. I think that's going to be her third, if that is on Canatelli.
It just looked like whoever was getting the ball passed to her just wasn't paying attention to where the ball was coming from. Canatelli just wasn't paying attention to the ball coming to her, so she had to foul instead of give up the 2 points.
48-41. Williams has it.
There's my girl Fowler on defense.
Gets it to Robinson. Swings it over to Maleska. Thought about the 3. Drives in the inside. Nice pass to Hammond in the inside.
There we go.
Danielle Hammond.
There we go.
And now we have a 5-point game.
These Lady Rams are staying tough right now.
Whitehead comes in for Ward for Dayton.
Do I smell another fourth quarter comeback right now?
I'm telling you, man, it's a possibility.
I don't know. They came into this quarter down by 9 points. And now with the free throw, which I'm going to go ahead and say Hammond has a good chance to make, it could be 4.
Let's get it to 4.
I said,
48-44. Fowler bringing it up the floor here.
And I got to say, without their superstar, Tara Reid, on the bench, to see her excited for the team.
Canatelli, just when you thought VCU had the momentum, Canatelli says, wait a minute. Hold my beer.
I don't know how old she is, so she may not be able to drink a beer.
This is true. Wait a minute. Hold my Mountain Dew. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, she's an athlete, so it might be Diet Mountain Dew. She
can't
be having all that sugar.
Well, wait a minute. You know what? Hold my Gatorade.
Well, we don't know. We don't know. Dayton's sponsored by Powerade. Who knows?
There you go. Give me my water bottle. Somebody's going to give me something here.
Hold my drink. I got to make this shot right now.
There you go. And Robinson fights right back. 51-46.
This is a game, ladies and gentlemen. This is a game right now.
Escape, driving to the basket, inside, blocked by Hammond. And they're going to say there's a foul on Hammond. She's like, come on, man. I was all ball.
She ain't happy about that one. That's a play right there. No, that's a play right there.
That would have been a big momentum shift right there for VCU. It looks like Sydney Archie, who we haven't seen a lot of.
I'm shocked we haven't seen her that much with Tara Reid being out. But as I was saying before, Canatelli rudely interrupted me making that 3-point shot.
True that.
As even without their star player Tara Reid playing, I'd see her on the bench still celebrating with the team.
Exactly.
It's got to be. I am a huge fan of even if you might be the best player on the team in games that you may not be playing, still seeing someone like that involved is absolutely beautiful on team because they let you know it's an actual team and not just a bunch of people playing together.
So Scaife comes in, knocks both of them down, 53-46. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
Dayton getting that back up to a 7-point lead, but VCU still not going away.
They're just
especially with Robinson on the floor.
Robinson has it. putting the team on her back. 15 points for Taya Robinson.
Ooh, good screen there.
Williams, almost lost control of it, but she's able to get it back.
Come on,
Addis
now.
Covington, pump
Talk
face.
about Robinson losing control of the ball.
Robinson in the inside with the floater. 17 points for Taya Robinson.
Like, she is balling out right now. This is absolutely her half right now. There's no question.
She has really put the team on her back.
And I pose a question, though, to Coach O'Boyle. When do you give her a rest? Because she's going to need a break sooner or later.
That's true, but if you know, that's like when your star player is feeling it, you let it roll. And I mean,
I know.
it's going to be tough to take her out. It's going to be tough to take her out.
It's extremely tough. She's made at least, I think, like her last 3 or 4 shot attempts right now in a row.
Canatelli over to Chandler, who's down the game for Dayton. Fowler has it, driving towards on the left side of the A-10 logo.
Nice
Miss Pasha Grover.
Good defense down low.
Yeah, good job, and that's VCU basketball.
Hey. VCU is waking up right now, especially with Robinson.
They've kept themselves in this game, Russ.
They have.
And the biggest thing is they have not led. They have not led this entire ballgame.
They have not. That is very interesting. No lead in this entire ballgame, playing without Tara Reid. At home, though, against the number 4 team in the conference.
Exactly.
This is not a gimme game, especially without your best player, your leading scorer. You got to have players like Robinson step up.
Covington in the inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, these ladies are not going away easily.
It's a 3-point game. And, you know, this is just like last night's St. Bonaventure Richmond game. Richmond had had to lead the entire game. Never lost the lead, but St. Bonaventure just didn't give up. It was a tight game all the way through, and we're getting the same thing here tonight with VCU and Dayton.
This is the best case scenario right now. It's an absolute ball game.
Yes.
This is the best case scenario. Not a blowout, not some easy game. You want a game like this to test you going into the tournament right now.
Yes, you do.
Because, VCU right now, what's their record? I'm trying to think. 18-6. So, presumably, if they win at least 1 or 2 more games, they can make the NCAA tournament.
Exactly.
But you don't want to look over the A-10 tournament because that's still pretty good themselves.
Exactly. And they have a really tough win. Good time out there by Coach Green. They've had a really tough road so far, and they have a really good chance. The A-10 has a really good chance to get 2 teams in the tournament. They got 2 teams in last year, Dayton and George Washington. So really depending on how the tournament goes, we'll see if they get 2 teams in.
I'd say they have a chance almost to get like 3 teams, if anything. Because you could see Davidson sneaking in with a 14-10 record,
right?
At the moment, depending on how they finish. Especially with the A-10 tournament, who knows how that's going to play out?
Exactly.
Say VCU wins at least 2 or 3 of the last 4 games after today. Say Dayton still keeps up, wins another 2 or 3 games. If they both flunk out and a team like Davidson comes in and wins the A-10 tournament, A-10 has 3 teams in the tournament.
They can have 3
right
teams in the tournament. Well, as we are here, timeout. Dayton 53, VCU 50 with 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 7 minutes left here in this 4th quarter, and we've got our game as the VCU band is toning up. Look at the band director just telling Scapes, I'm sorry. Scapes trying to get a Canatelli. That ball is loose. Ooh, that was close.
Very lucky.
Coach O'Boyle said, what up with that? She had one of those moments.
What's up with that?
And so right now, Chandler has it being guarded by Pasha Grover in the inside, and great defense there by Sydney Archie. Looks like Hammond and Maleska coming back in, and Archie will be coming out as well as Pasha Grover.
Got to credit Coach O'Boyle here for keeping her rotation fresh, like we said earlier, and she's on the sideline constantly barking out, talking to her players, keeping them mentally focused in this game right now.
Down by 3, and back in the game for Dayton is Bradshaw. Escapes with the block, with the pick, excuse me. Missed their rebound. There's a battle. Williams has it.
Nice effort.
Up the floor. She's got 2 with her. Gives it. Hammond inside. Blocked. Beautiful block. Inside for 1. And Maleska with a huge shot, and they are down by 1.
And with the and 1 free throw coming up right now.
I'm going to tell you what.
That Eastern European connection is coming alive
Yes,
tonight.
they have been amazing so far.
Can't undersell Peshagarova. She hasn't had that much of an effect on the scoreboard. But a player like that down low has to be, when they're feeding her that low early, they know she's important to this game.
Exactly.
Whether she shows up on the scoreboard or not, she's an important part of this team.
First tie. Ladies and gentlemen, she missed rebound, and she's fouled again.
Got the foul. She did it again.
She's going to go in.
And she smiles about it, too. Like, she's playing around with these fools.
I know what I'm doing here, you know?
She's like, I'm too good for this right now. You can't let me get my own rebound on a missed free throw.
So here we go, 53-52. And she has a chance to give VCU the first lead of this game. She misses the first one.
Hey, but she still, whether she made both free throws or not, she right now is a hustler of the game right now.
She's done a fantastic job. 53-52 to tie it up. Got it.
There we go.
This game is tied for the first time since 0-0.
I'm not trying to show favoritism. I'm just like, good play.
It's been a great ball game all around here. We have gotten ourselves a treat here at the Siegel Center here on this Valentine's Day, Day of Love.
I ain't got no date myself, but I got a date to watch these ladies play some ball right now.
Hey, I know that feeling. Here we go. Jacone.
Canatelli's not on the floor right now.
Dennis being guarded by Hammond. Jacone knocked away. Fowler looking. Scaife for three. Ooh. And that one gets
stuck in the rim.
That one got stuck in between, and that will be VCU basketball. I'm not going to lie to you. The shot looked good up until it got to the rim. It looked almost perfect.
I got to say, like, it almost seems like it's a switch of teams on the defense right now. Because you see VCU's arms all up and all over the place right now, down low. What Dayton was doing early in the game, but now VCU's playing that swarming, hands all over the place, hands up kind of defense.
Patrick inside to Hammond for the lead. And no, not just yet. Rebound by Whitehead. Up the floor to Scaife. Scaife being guarded by Maleska, driving to the basket. A little bit of a spin move. Just a tough shot by Scaife. She'll head to the line for two.
Hesitate, spin around. Just couldn't get the shot to work down there. But VCU their defense has come alive in the second half. And their offense is, like I said, making the shots that they need to keep them in the game. Got them tied now.
So here we go, 53-53. 5 minutes and 43 seconds on the clock. Chance to retake the lead here for Dayton. The VCU band is holding up one of their fellow bandmates. It's a band distraction there. Gotta love it.
Gotta do what you can. You play good music. Can't play good music all the time during the game.
What a great band director here. I mean, just do whatever it takes. And she makes both.
Gotta know, that's not just a band member holding up a band member. That's the band director holding up one of his members.
You gotta love that. 55-53. VCU down by 2. This is a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Inside to Hammond. Hammond battling against Dennis. Trying to make something happen.
Physical.
Tough. And then she's just a little bit short.
But guess where they are? Right in their face on the rebound.
Fowler bringing the pressure up the floor here for Dayton. Takes a step back, gives it to Jacone. Jacone back to Fowler. Coach Green, tell him let's roll. With Coach Green barking out directions here for Dayton.
Not to be unheard, but Coach O'Boyle's giving her own orders out.
Dennis, jump shot, no good. Bounces off the back and rebound. Taya Robinson. Robinson right now sitting at 17 points. Her and Scaife.
Has she come out in this fourth quarter right now? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Like, she's still there.
Robinson and Scaife, both players have 17 points. We're getting a great battle between those two. Maleska inside, and she's going to get fouled. And a chance.
On the foul.
Maleska's been to the line quite a bit here.
She is absolutely playing her butt off right now.
She's 6 for 10. She's 6 for 10 from the free throw line right now. Maleska's got 14. Hammond's got 14. Robinson has 17. And it looks like we will have a timeout with 4 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock. And we'll be back with a little bit more in just a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, timeout almost over here. 53-55. Dayton up by 2. 4 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock. And we've been locked in a tight one. And,
we have.
And Scaife and Canatelli leading the way for Dayton with 17 points for Scaife. Canatelli has 15. And then on the VCU side of things, Robinson 17, Maleska has 14, and Hammond has 14. What a game.
Interesting. VCU has the 3 players in double digits. Hammond is 1 rebound away from a double-double. Don't know where she's at steals, but, she could mess around and get a triple-double if she really wants to.
Okay, Ice Cube.
Well, I'm just saying. But I got to say, a player like Canatelli, even on an opposing team coming into a away game here at Siegel Center, only has 6 shots, and yet she still has 15 points right now.
I hate to say this, and I know this is trying to shine a negative light, but if Maleska had hit at least 2 of her two, she's 7 for 11, they would have the lead right now.
They would, but arguably, if she hadn't, they're in the game right now because
of her.
And her and Robinson in the second half.
Canatelli, 3.
On point.
You have to watch out for that young lady. She is a dangerous individual.
That girl is bad.
58, 54. VCU is down by 4. 4 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock here. Fourth quarter, we've had an exciting game. Haddix Covington driving to the inside with the right hand.
Beautiful left hand finish there.
Great job.
Not to be forgotten, Haddix Covington had the most points in the game against Saturday against Richmond. So, she's coming off a good game herself, but she's not doing too good tonight, but still not being forgotten.
That left hand is dangerous.
I mean, whatever hand they can finish with at the basket is dangerous. They just got to finish, period.
58-56. VCU just looking for that first lead. I feel like this crowd is going to go crazy if they can get that first lead and they got an opportunity.
They got the ball.
As Canatelli lost control of it. Great defense by VCU, and that rolls out of bounds near the Dayton bench.
Coach Green is not happy about that turnover, but Coach O'Boyle is loving everything right now, but still giving the orders to her team. Keeping them focused.
We had a chance. We got to talk about how nice Coach Green's shoes are. Those are some nice looking shoes.
Oh, wow. Oh, they're painting like black and green and whatnot. From it looks like
they look
pretty
like,
fashionable.
Yeah, look like the Miami Heat Vice colors.
Oh no, you didn't.
Yeah, the Miami Heat
Vice
jerseys.
colors?
No, you know the Miami Heat jerseys. Yeah,
those ugly things.
Hey. Oh! And Robinson ties it up.
Guess who?
Guess who? Taya Robinson.
Giving them their, I think this is now their third chance to actually take the lead in this game.
58-58. We got caught up on Coach Green's shoes, and we almost missed greatness.
Like I know anything about shoes, my size 16 feet.
Yeah, I know. I don't even want to talk about my size 15 feet.
I go straight to the bargain bin, bro.
Lead. VCU, for the first time in this ball game, with 3 minutes and 18 seconds, have taken the lead.
Guess who did it?
Taya Robinson. 59-58. Fowler, little stutter step there against Hamilton.
Right there.
Step back, 3. Rattles out. Tough rebound by Haddix Covington.
Went down hard though. Not good to see, but she went in there to fight for the ball.
This has been a beautiful ball game.
It is amazing. This is right here is like what I love about college sports, period. Not just college basketball, especially women's college basketball too. Like they are fighting hard for this game right now. Damn the crowd, damn everybody else. They are fighting hard just because they love to play this game right now. In a game like this, 1 point lead, VCU finally taking the lead this late in the game after struggling and being down this whole game is something beautiful to see.
This is exactly the thing we saw them against St. Bonaventure. Down the entire game, battling the entire game, just didn't give up. Coach O'Boyle has taught, I call it championship toughness on this team right now.
She has. I'd say, I'm going to go ahead and say it, the A-10 Coach of the Year right now.
It has to be.
Like, I don't see any argument. I don't see anyone doing any better. She is in her team's face, keeping them straight, honest, and focused no matter whether they're winning or not.
And the battle, and Robinson gets the rebound. Now, this is
if you're has the ball again.
If you're Coach Green, I would almost say you call a timeout here. If VCU score, they have to call a timeout. I think they have to recollect themselves. VCU has a 3-point lead. If they score here, it's a 5-point lead for VCU. Petrova, and it's going to be a foul against Petrova.
Yeah. They still have a 3-point lead. So they're with 2.5 minutes left in this game. That is not something I saw coming at the end of the first half right now.
VCU, and we talked about it, VCU had to go on like a 6 or 7 point run. Well, guess what? They're right now currently on a 7-point run.
They did. Down by as many as 10-plus points in this game, and now they're here with 2.5 minutes with a 3-point lead.
Exactly. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left. VCU protecting that house right now.
Gotta win them home games, especially with, you're the number 1 team in the conference.
Canatelli over to Dennis, being guarded by Hammond. Fowler over to Canatelli. Step back. Ends up giving it to Fowler. Thought about the 3.
I think she was looking
pull-up jumper. Misses. Rebound, Haddix Covington. A big-time rebound by Haddix Covington. That's her 5th.
She's fighting for the rebounds tonight. She was making threes the last game, but she's fighting for rebounds tonight. So it's nice to see her switch up and still, be a part of this game.
One more rebound by Maleska will give her a double-double.
She mess around and get a double-double?
Yep, double-double.
Hammond, I think she's still one more rebound away from her double-double.
Robinson. in a little trouble. Fade back, and that's going to be a little bit short. And 24-second clock, or 30-second clock, a shot clock violation against VCU. So 61-58, VCU has the lead with 1:41 on the clock.
I'll be honest, that might have not been the prettiest shot, but I'll give it to her. Robinson's been absolutely balling right now, so I'll give it to her.
I think they're trying to discuss if the ball hit the rim or not, which I thought it did.
Looked like it did, to be honest. I think they might be going for a replay here. That's the first time I've seen it in the game.
So, now here's the thing. Will VCU get the ball back, though?
Yeah, I mean, like, it didn't it looked like Dayton had the rebound.
Yeah.
But, like, a play like that, what do you do? I don't know the rules like that, you know?
Yes,
if it did hit the ball, if it did hit the rim, who gets the ball?
Yeah, I'm interested to see what that is.
Man, it's a very, very interesting call right here. Oh, there's the replay on the rules.
I think they're just trying to see, did it touch the rim? And maybe it's inconclusive, as they like to say in the NFL, inconclusive in the NFL, you know.
For sure.
That'll be interesting to see right there as Rodney the Ram dabs was up.
A little bit dab.
I'll tell you what, Rodney the Ram is probably the coolest mascot I've ever met. He might be the coolest mascot I've ever met.
Bruh, he's over there dancing with the band right now. And I
He's
gotta
getting
say,
it
I love it.
He's amazing.
I hope he travels to Pittsburgh.
He probably will. I would be very surprised. All right, we'll be back here in just a second. VCU 61-58. 61-58 over Dayton with 1:41 on the clock. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. 61-58. VCU has come all the way back. They've battled all game. Skype.
Ooh, tough layup there.
She's a baller. That's all you can say. 61-60.
Hammond had her hands up in her face, but she still made that layup with the right hand. I guess he's bringing the ball up the court right now.
Robinson.
I know. She's playing beautifully. Look at that.
Robinson driving to the basket. And the tough one. Hammond gets the rebound, and
that's the double-double right there.
And they're going to say it's on the floor.
That's the double-double right there by Hammond. Got to be.
I think Hammond, 14 points right now. Going to the line. Hammond 6 for 6 from the free throw line.
Oh, you know what? I just realized, too, I was looking at Maleshka's numbers from the double-double. I'm not even going to lie. Their names are right next to each other on the street. Oh, well, she's still balling. I ain't afraid. She's still balling.
She's still getting it in.
She's still getting it in. You know
Unfortunately,
she's still getting it in.
She missed that one. 61-60. Clutch free throws right here. Minute 10. She makes it.
There we go.
Up by 2 is VCU.
I believe that's her only missed free throw right now in the game. So,
only one.
You know, if you only miss one in the game, that's not too bad. You'd like to have all the free points you can
That's
get.
pretty solid. Dennis has the basketball over to Ward. Fowler, being guarded by Williams. Canatelli, back to Fowler.
Oh,
Williams, tough defense. I mean, that's just a tough shot. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. That's just a tough shot right there by Fowler.
That's an almost impossible shot by
She
Fowler.
took the contact, throws it off the top.
Making the layup as she's falling down backwards.
Yes, right above the box there and goes in. And we got a 62-62 game. Russ said he wanted overtime. We might be getting it.
Oh, my God.
With 47.7 seconds, VCU 62, Dayton 62. We're at a timeout. Now we're back here from the timeout, 47.7 seconds. We got a tie ball game here. VCU has the ball. We're in for a thunderous 47 seconds.
This is very, very much more than what I was expecting.
Petrova gives it into Robinson, being guarded by Fowler. Robinson has a height advantage. Maleska for 3, and it rattles out. Big rebound by Canatelli.
7-second difference in the time clock. Gotta notice that.
Fowler has it. 31 seconds, and Coach Green will call a timeout.
Interesting to see what the strategy is here now. Dayton, like I said, there's a 7-second difference between the time clock and the shot clock. Dayton has the ball. How much time can they take off the clock right now to give VCU less of a chance to try and win this game?
You got to be real strategic on what you do here. Like I said, if you are Dayton, I would definitely do that. I would hold the ball and take the right shot. and do what's best for your team here. They have a chance here to come into Richmond, steal the victory, and head back home.
That's the definition of what it is. That's a stolen victory right now against the top team in the conference. And to me, right here in this possession, the ball has to be in at least one of 3 players' hands. Scaife, Canatelli, or Fowler right now. Those 3 players have to have the ball in this possession for them to score and see if they can steal this victory.
Yeah, because Dayton, they've got a tough schedule ahead of them. They got George Washington at home and Davidson at home. Then they hit George Mason and Fordham. I mean, these are like the top 5 or 6 teams in this conference, and they're taking on the number 1 team tonight. So, man,
we're getting down to the nitty gritty right now. End of the year, getting ready for conference tournaments, finishing conference play. Both of these teams may be going to at least VCU, trying to get a chance into the NCAA tournament. This is where we make your money here for college players.
So here we go, 62-62. This will be a big notch on Dayton's belt here. A little bit of push on there by Canatelli. 19 seconds, 11 seconds on the shot clock. Fowler has the basketball. Dennis with the pick on Williams, driving to the basket, kicks it out. Canatelli for 3, hits off the front of the rim, and a big rebound by VCU with 9.4 seconds. We got a timeout here. All right, Russ, let me ask you this. Your VCU, 9.4 seconds. Who are you going for? Who are you looking for on this one?
Personally, I believe heavily in feeding the hot hand. Right now, I'd say you got to let Robinson take the ball out off the sideline right now. They had the timeouts, so they were able to move the ball up to half court and take it out to half court. Robinson has to have the ball in her hands to start the play. If anything, you can set up a screen on the back for Hammond and see if she can do something, or if Maleshka can get open herself off the screen. I'd say work a screen between those two itself to see if Hammond can get over down low or if Maleshka can get open outside. But I'd definitely say the ball has to start in Robinson's hand in this possession, definitely, no doubt.
Man, I think we get in overtime.
I wish nothing bad on anybody, but if it's a missed shot and we get overtime, I am happy.
You're gonna be all right with it if you get it. I am gonna be
A1 steak sauce happy right now. Okay? I'm not afraid. I like steak sauce on my steak. I'll admit it.
I'm not ashamed. There is a law that I've always been told. They said before you put the steak sauce in there, you have to try the steak first. And you do that? Okay.
Hey, I know my steak tastes good. It just tastes better with some steak sauce.
I had to learn that the hard way one time. Somebody yelled at me about it. I was like, wait a minute, buddy. You better try that steak before you put that steak sauce on there.
I know my cooking. It tastes good already. I'm good.
All right, y'all. Here we go. 62-62. 9 seconds. 9.4 seconds here. And Petrova is taking it out. Hammond, Maleshka, Haddix, Covington, Robinson on the floor. Trying to get it in. Gets it into Hammond. Inside with the reverse. Lost control of it. Maleshka up. Puts it off the glass with 3.8 seconds on the clock.
Nice.
VCU takes the lead.
Very nice.
64-62. Wow.
See, it looked like they were coming off the screen on the inbound. Robinson was coming off the screen. Dayton was playing it too much, and they found Hammond down low, and she was able to go under the basket, but still get it off to Maleshka. Almost threw it over Maleshka, but she was still able to throw up almost a prayer-like shot to get the point right there.
I'm going to be honest with you. If you're Dayton and you lose this game, you're going to be sick to your stomach.
I'd be upset, especially with the way they came out in the start of the game. They were playing
they played well the entire game. You can't take that away from them.
They did. But for VCU to win this game without Tara Reid in conference play right now going into the tournament, this is huge for them too.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, watch out for Canatelli or Scaife. Because, Scaife. If Scaife gets if one of those two young ladies get a chance, especially Canatelli, we could see Shock City here.
Canatelli's shot from deep is very dangerous.
Oh, no doubt. Here we go. 3.8 seconds, Russ.
I'm nervous.
First broadcast, huh, Russ?
This is awesome. This is much more than what I expected.
Oh, my goodness. Did we get another timeout? Oh, they just had the tease, didn't they?
I don't even care. Just take whatever you need right now. This is amazing.
All right, so we got another timeout, 3.8 seconds. We'll be back in just a second. VCU up 64-62 with 3.8 seconds on the clock. All right, here we go, y'all. Timeout is almost over. They've adjusted the time a little bit. They've adjusted to 4.8 seconds, so it gives Dayton just a little bit here. If I am
I think that's another second and a half added on there, but it looks like we're getting
We got another timeout. I didn't know you could call this many consecutive timeouts.
That's like 3 timeouts in a row. I am utterly confused right now by this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here is what our schedule looks like here on Legacy Mingo Sports in the next few days. On Saturday, VCU does travel, but UVA takes on Notre Dame, and at UVA, men's basketball will be there for that action. And then on Tuesday, here at the Siegel Center, big matchup, Rhode Island taking on VCU. That's going to be a heck of a matchup here at the Siegel Center.
For sure.
And then, of course, George Mason and Richmond next week, and I think Russ might be coming out to broadcast with me.
I definitely will. I don't know if that game will be as hype as this one, but
all right, here we go.
Good.
I think they got to find a way to get Cantelli the ball. Skype has it. 3 seconds. 2 seconds on the clock. Skype driving inside. Foul. No foul. Baby. And that is it. VCU has found a way.
Last second victory.
Unbelievable.
VCU,
ladies and gentlemen, were down this entire ball game until 3 minutes and 18 seconds where they found a way to come back and win this game. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it here from the Siegel Center. Final score, VCU 64, Dayton 62. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a ball game, Russ. Final score, VCU 64, Dayton 62. Russ, what do you say? I mean, VCU down the entire game until there was 3 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock. VCU finally got their first lead of the game. What are your thoughts on today's contest?
That game was everything. Actually, no, it was nothing like I thought it would be. I knew we'd have a good game, but that game was absolutely amazing right now. Dayton definitely started out very strong with the low post defense, causing turnovers, traveling calls going their way, just absolutely frustrating VCU, frustrating them down low in the post. And then all of a sudden, in the second half, VCU just came out like a different team almost. They were playing harder on defense. Maleshka took over the end of that end of the first half in the third quarter, and then Robinson just blew up. It looked like she scored all of her 20 points in the second half. So like VCU just looked like a different team. I don't know what Coach O'Boyle told them at halftime, but she told them the right thing again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, VCU's done it. 11th win in the A-10, 11-1. They go to 19 wins. Last year, a team who I believe actually had 19 losses plus last year. They're a different team this year. They're still number 1 in the A-10. What a battle. Dayton came in there, gave their all today. But that is it here from the Siegel Center. Final score, VCU 64, Dayton 62. We're going to send you over now so you can catch up some of our post-game highlights. But for Darrell Lawrence, Legacy Mingo Sports Network, this is Ralph Teleferro. We're out of here. We'll see you guys next Thursday.
I can't wait.
That's right, Richmond and George Mason. Until then, have a good one.
Team, we knew that it was going to be a 40-minute game, and I think all week long we knew that this was going to be coming down to those final minutes, and that we were going to put ourselves in a great place. And I can't say enough of what Taya does when she steps onto that court. Her determination, her competitiveness, it's just contagious. And then it just felt like everybody kept making a little play. Whether it was a big rebound, whether we were just all on the same page on the defensive side. And then, Danny, what a heck of a catch and a pass to Kazinia at the buzzer, or close to the buzzer. Just very excited for our team. We know what a big win this was for us tonight.
VCU basketball, you beat Dayton first time since 2015-16, only your second win all time. What does this do for your confidence?
Is that Taya or is that me?
All for you, Coach.
I think, anytime you win a game in the A-10, especially a game like that, it's going to help your confidence. But I do. There's an extra feeling with it when it's Dayton, because that's who's basically the league has gone through. They've been the regular season, winners. They've taken the A-10 to the NCAA tournament. They've won the tournament there, and it's Dayton has been very good, and so for us to pull out a win like we did tonight, it's a great game.
Making big play after big play. I saw you getting in teammates' faces. I saw you just, out there doing whatever you had to do to motivate your team. What makes you such a big time player?
Just working hard, great coaching staff. We got a teammate down, you just want to play for him and play hard for him. So as a team, we figured we knew we had to come together and play hard and stick together. So down, whatever, we knew we could fight through it as long as we stuck together, and that's what we did.
And Coach, 36 points off the bench to only 17 for them. what does that give you going forward, especially when you get some healthy players back? That's Tara coming back healthy.
Yeah, I think our team, it's one thing, all year long we've said has been our depth. I think there's probably two consistencies. Everyone talks about how young we are and how deep we are. I think it was, what you saw today, our bench could come off and they could give us points, they could give us rebounds. It was a little bit of everything. And you have to be that way when you play Dayton because they've got 5, really good players out on the floor that can all make plays. And we knew that we needed to be on the same page both offensively and defensively to really have
Dayton, tall, athletic. What was your strategy going into the game, knowing that you had to face a team with 6'1", 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah, I think it's the combination that Dayton has. They have size, but they also have some really good shooters out there. And you know what? So do we. So it's one of the teams that I think we match up well with. Danny and Sophie and Ksenia and Sydney. They bring us length and size as well. And you just look at what Taya and Olga and these guys were able to do on the offensive side. It's just, again, like I said, just an overall team effort. And Naira's out there, running the show, trying to get everybody going. I just think it's a really big team win for us.
Now, Ksenia, she had 17 tonight. What were your thoughts on her tonight? Because she made some really great plays at the free throw line. Even though maybe not the best percentage, but hustle play, got the rebound, came back, right back at the free throw line. What were your thoughts on that tonight?
Ksenia is, as Tay and I joking around, she is a really good player, and she is learning about everything. American sayings, what the plays might be. But you know what, one thing that she does is she plays hard. And she wants to always make the right plays, and she can really score it, and her size is hard. She's a 6'1", basically a guard out there, but playing in our post spot, and she just did some really good things. And what a shot at the buzzer, or like I said, the last few seconds that she just has a great touch around it.
You guys are 4-12 in conference play, 7-22 overall. Now you're, I think, 1 or 2 wins away from 20 wins this season. Number 1 going into the conference with 4 games left before the conference tournament. It's got to be like a huge turnaround. You guys are very close to going to Pittsburgh, number 1 conference, number 1.
Yeah, I think we talked about last year. It's not that we experienced the failure, and it's not that we went through that. That you have those bad times. It's how you respond to it. And from the summer, our players came in with a perspective, hey, we're going to keep getting better. We're going to work hard. And we knew that we were young last year. We had injuries. We had some things that just was taking place. But how are you going to react to that? And, I think Taya's leadership, Naira's leadership, and the summer, they just came in with, hey, we knew we were talented. We were learning a lot. We're going to stick together. And, it's great to see it. I can't say how happy I am for these guys, because I know what work has gone into it. So, one game at a time, and, we're going to get ready for George Mason. But I told them we'll give 24 hours to enjoy this and maybe some ice cream at home, because it was a good one.
You got a few games here on the road. What are you going to tell the ladies to get themselves prepared for this road trip before you come back here?
Yeah, I think the A10, every game matters. These guys know it. It's what we've tried to do with some of our youngness, is just realizing that tomorrow's practice helps you win the game on Sunday, and that's sometimes hard when you're tired, when you're sore. How important practice is, and our scouts, and these guys have been doing it all year, and I think they're starting to see that playoff picture too. But it's just one game and one practice tomorrow, and we'll be ready for them.